1 gallon goat's milk in here, if you can see that. That's 1 gallon goat's milk. And now we're just going to let it warm up. I'm making feta cheese, and it needs to warm up to about 86 degrees. So if you don't have a thermometer, or you just guesstimate when you cook, that would be a little warmer than room temperature and a little cooler than body temperature. Once it gets, you heat it up very slowly on low, and once it gets to 86 degrees, we'll add the mesophilic starter. So here's my mesophilic culture. I keep it in the freezer. That's where you're supposed to keep it. And I'm just going to add, now that the milk is up to temperature, I'm going to add about 1/8 of a teaspoon of the mesophilic culture. Bit to get that incorporated into the milk, and then you just put the lid on and leave it for another hour. We're just going to let it set for 1 hour. So I'm going to turn on my microwave timer for 1 hour, and then we shall return. This is the rennet I have. It's been an hour. I'm going to put in 1/4 teaspoon of the rennet. Stir that to make sure it gets all in there, and then we wait another hour. So we'll be back in an hour. Show you. It's been an hour after we added the rennet, and you can see the separation taking place. So now I'm going to cut the curds. I just use a long knife, and I'm going to cut it 1/2 inch to 1 inch apart. I'll go all across one way. Make sure you go all the way down to the bottom, and then I'm going to go across the other way. And then I like to go at an angle, so you don't have just columns of it, and try to, like that. And then you have to go the other way too. And obviously this doesn't have to be real exact, it's just breaking it up. And now for the next 10 minutes, or 20 minutes, I'm sorry. 10 minutes first, you just let that set. So after it's cut up for 10 minutes, we're going to let that set. Then we stir it gently for 20 minutes. We'll have to stir it continuously for 20 minutes, but just very gently. Okay, so I've been stirring it gently for 20 minutes. And now I have the strainer all set up here. I have a strainer with 2 layers of cheesecloth, and it's over a bowl set in the sink. Now I just pour it in. Make sure the whey is not going to go over the bowl. I think it'll be big enough. Cheesecloth up. I tie it like this. I'm going to leave the pot right here. Whoops. Now I have a spoon, my grandmother's long jelly spoon, wooden jelly spoon. So I stick it under my plates so it has enough weight on it that it won't tip over, and then I just leave it to drain, and you leave it to drain, hanging there to drain for about 4 hours. And that's all the whey. It's about 2 quarts of whey, which I will save and give to the chickens as a treat later. Okay, so I had a little technical difficulty. My memory card was full and I didn't realize it, so I taped nothing. So anyway, after hanging the cheese for 4 hours, it'll be kind of a solid ball in the cheesecloth, and then you unwrap it from the cheesecloth and you just cut it up into about 1-inch cubes like this, and you use 2 tablespoons of salt. They said flake salt in the recipe, but I usually use whatever salt I have on hand, which right now just happens to be normal table salt. And I usually just take my fingers and kind of mix it up with just my fingers in a bowl, and I ended up with 2 plastic containers full of the cheese cubes, so the feta cheese. And now I just put it in the refrigerator for about 5 days, and then they're all ready to go, ready to eat and enjoy.